The quest for beauty, the quest for harmony is in our DNA, and I think of everyone who works here.
Hi, I'm Boris Vervoordt, and I'd like to welcome you on a tour of Kanaal.
My name is Anne-Sophie Dusselier, and on behalf of the Vervoordt family and the entire company, I'm very happy to welcome all our TFAF friends here. Many people know us from our stands in Maastricht and New York, and we've been exhibiting at TFAF from the start. Those of you who don't know us, this might be a good introduction to what we do. The Axel Vervoordt company is a family business. Axel started the company in 1969 in the old town of Antwerp, and then he moved together with his wife and the two boys, Boris and Dick, in 1986 to 's-Gravenwezel, to the castle, and later on to Kanaal.
I'm Axel Vervoordt. I started the business already when I was 21 in the late 60s. And now it's more my son, Boris, who will lead you around as well, and who really runs this more international business with 100 people. And it's so fantastic. It's perhaps the best gift I ever had in my life, is to have two sons who are so competent and who are, in so many ways, they are better than I am.
From the start of the company, we've always been on a quest for interesting and authentic pieces from all over the world, from different periods, different geographies. And Axel Vervoordt and the two boys have been interested in archaeological pieces from Roman, Egyptian times, to furniture from the 18th century, to design of the 20th century, and to contemporary artists. Our fields of expertise are various and diverse.
We're standing here in our reception. This is where most tours usually start, where we welcome you. If you visit our library here, you can explore the books on the artists we represent and the exhibitions they were featured in. The Escher Gallery is the first gallery of also the Axel Vervoordt Gallery that we will show you. It's named after MC Escher. This show is for Per Kirkeby. He's a Danish sculptor and painter. We're introducing Nordhorn, the sculpture that he imagined for the city of Nordhorn, but was never realized. And we're very proud to be able to show it for the first time.
I think the old complex of Canal is like a walkaway. It's like a Roji Japan. They say it's a way to go to the tea house. And it's like an initiation. You discover many things.
Kanaal is an industrial site with many buildings dating back to the middle of the 19th century, where it was used as a gin factory. Some concrete buildings dating back to the period just after the Second World War, where it was a malting complex.
This pathway leads to the old chapel, which was disused, and we now have installed a work there by James Turrell. It's called Redshift.
Is a light work that lasts about 30 minutes and shifts very, very slowly from blue to red and then back again from red to blue.
James Turrell is here because as a light and space artist, the idea of the void and the full emptiness is very much inspirational to everything we do.
I think all artists who really can give body to the void are important, because our real origin is the void.
We decided to install several artworks on a permanent basis here because they anchor the space. They're some kind of a barometer to what we do. They bring the life.
Exactly in the center of Kanaal, there is a concrete building which looks quadrangular from outside, but which is circular inside, and was used in the period of the malting complex for sifting the grains.
My dream was, I think would be great to have a major artist of the world to have a work here, like the Menil family did with Rothko Chapel, Houston. I thought we need a major work of art that gives absolutely new spiritual life to all this industrial complex.
This work by Anish Kapoor, At the Edge of the World, it's a sculpture that's this immense cupola, that when you come underneath it, you experience this sense of endless space. Surrounded by these white walls, you come connected to the idea of the origin. You lose yourself in the immensity of that space.
I think art should have that positive energy. It's not about destruction, it's not about hate, it's only about finding solutions and positive energy.
We are here in a space called Karnak, which makes reference to the Egyptian temple of Karnak. Because we were so amazed by the quality this space has, we decided to make it the home for these representations of the Buddha, which are from the Dvaravati period. And they belong to the Axel Vervoordt Foundation. They're here on a permanent basis as an act of kindness to the visitors, as an act of reflection on peace, to a moment of contemplation. It's a presence between a human, the sacred of humanity, and the force of the building. Because of this quality the space breeds, we decided to put it in dialogue with this new installation by Bosco Sodi.
In developing the existing buildings, it was an important concept that Axel always stressed upon, to keep the historic qualities of the site as much as possible, to stick to the beauty of imperfection.
Upon finding this architecture, we were amazed with the intrinsic beauty of the spaces, by that character of purity and form follows function, and try to give it new functions as an exhibition space. At Canal, we have temporary exhibition rooms for representing artists that we work with. And we have one space which we call the Henro and Ma-ka, which is where art of different periods, different times are put in dialogue with each other.
This is the Patio Gallery, which is a very light space with natural northern light coming in from the ceiling. It is a space that was designed by Axel Vervoordt together with his Japanese friend Tatsuro Miki.
For abstract art, this indirect light gives the perfect lighting. We don't need to use any electricity. Today we show here an exhibition by the South Korean artist Chung Chang-sup. And he was part of the minimalist movement in Korea in the 1970s. As a company, we're interested in the historic and how it's relevant to the future. Sometimes we look in art history and find an object from the past and find a space for it in the future. As a gallery, we find artists that have been forgotten in recent history, and we try to give them a more merited place. Now we arrived in the Terrace Gallery. This gallery we use for more intimate installations. Today we have Ida Barbarigo. She's a Venetian artist born in 1920 who recently passed away. This is a group of work which she made as an introspection. She did all these self-portraits where she was thinking about her as a human being, as an artist. Visitors that are used to know us from fairs, like TEFAF, they will experience a different version of us because everything has much more space.
One of the very exciting discoveries of Canal is the corner building. It's a building in which we present the artworks and the artists with whom we work in our gallery in loft-like interiors that we design.
This is the building where, as dealers, we show art that we found from different collections. It's where everything, furniture and art and objects find each other in a way that people could come and experience it, how it could also be to live with these objects. And that's what this space is expressing. For TEFAF Online, we're pleased to have selected this Head of Min. It's an Egyptian piece from the 18th dynasty. Min is the god of fertility.
We left also the old walls, like you see back of me. That for me, it's art made by time. I think this you can only find in an old building. You cannot imitate it. This love story with all this architectural project is always been together with the evolution in my love for art and love for contemporary art.
The concrete silos from the melting complex are like an iconic view here in the landscape. We decided to turn the lower circular spaces into exhibition spaces for each time one artist. And we installed here works by Otto Boll, by Lucia Bru, by Takis, and some more artists, which are semi-permanent installations.
I like to be like a child who knows no value, who just feels the things, feels great quality. It's all trying to bring the things that are very strong in their spirit. I think it's a search for harmony. It's never as aesthetic. So I think the silent power is the most important. Thank you for visiting Kanaal with us. I hope it inspired you.